last class in electricity, we learned about a combination of cells, batteries and combination of cells, etc. Right? Three kinds of combination we have discussed. One is series combination of cells, two parallel combination of cells, and three mixed combination of cells. In mixed combination, we have seen there are both series as well as parallel cells, right? In that we have discussed, the last step was the current is maximum when external resistance is equal to total internal resistance. That also we have discussed. But there is an addition to that. When I said about a series combination of cells, one thing I forgot to discuss that time. That is series combination supporting and series opposing. When the cells are connected in supporting way, this is done like this. That means negative of one cell is connected to positive of the other. Again, negative of the second cell is connected to the positive of the third cell, and so on. In this case, we can say that the total EMF of the combination is equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3, etc., etc. Right? But sometimes the combination can be like this also. In this case, you see, the negative is connected to negative of the cell. Right? Positive is connected to positive of the cell like this. Across a resistor. Resistor R, this R has to mark here also. In this case, unlike from this case, the total EMF is equal to, not equal to E1 plus E2, but E1 difference E2. And this way how cells connected. This is called cells in series opposing. This way connected, it is said that cells in series but supporting. So in supporting E1 plus E2 and opposing E1 difference E2. That can be E1 minus E2 or E2 minus E1. Right? Okay. This is good. In this class, today's class, we are going to discuss electrical measurements. Electrical measurements means, in electricity there are few variables. Which are the variables? That also everybody knows. Current is a variable, resistance is a variable, voltage is a variable, etc. Right? So all these quantities can be measured. These are all measurable quantities. So in simple circuits, to measure these quantities, we have one law called Ohm's law. Ohm's law also you know, that is V is equal to I into R. We have already studied Ohm's law. But always the circuits may not be simple. Sometimes the circuits are complex also. Now the question arises, what is a complex circuit? Complex circuit is the one that is neither series nor parallel. Such circuits, to solve the variables like current, resistance, voltage, etc., we cannot use the simple law called Ohm's law. In that, we have to use some special laws. These special laws are called Kirchhoff's laws. Right? So here shows a complex circuits. What are complex circuits? I told you that is neither series nor parallel. Now you cannot say that these resistors are in parallel, you cannot say. Right? Because in parallel, the voltage must be same. But the voltages are different. Here it is I1 R1, and here it is I2 R2, and here it is I3 R3. All the resistors are having different values of potential drops or voltages. Here in this wing the current is I1, here the wing is the current is I2, and here the current is I3. I3 is equal to I1 plus I2. When currents are same through all the wings in a circuit, then that circuit is said to be a series circuit. Right? When voltage is same through all the resistors, then we can say that circuit is a parallel circuit. So this circuit the current is also not same, and also voltage is also not same. Hence, we can say that this is neither a series circuit nor a parallel circuit. Such circuits to solve, we cannot use the simple law called Ohm's law. To solve the problems, I mean the variables of this kind of circuits, what you call complex circuits, we have special rules called Kirchhoff's laws. Kirchhoff put forward two laws. One is called the point rule. Point rule is also called as junction rule. According to point rule, when several currents are meeting at a point, the algebraic sum of the currents meeting at a point is equal to 0. So the figure illustrates that. And this is a particular point where several currents are meeting. This current is coming, this current is going, this current is coming, this current is going. So at this point, so many currents are acting. So according to Kirchhoff's point rule, also called as what you call Kirchhoff's junction rule, the algebraic sum of the currents meeting at a point is equal to 0. That is I1 plus I4, because coming are taken as positive and going are taken as negative. Is the algebraic sum is always equal to 0. So this is what you call point rule. Whenever we use Kirchhoff's laws to solve this kind of complex circuits, it is very necessary that every point junctions A, F, E, D, C, B, etc. the point rule must be satisfied. You have to divide the current in such a way that when the currents meet at that particular point, the algebraic sum of the current, that means the sum of the currents meeting minus the sum of the current going, that must be equal to 0. So after adjust the current in such a way that arrange the current in such a way that then only we can solve such a complex circuits. This is point rule we have discussed.